Hi Vogue. Just kidding. I've always grown up watching Vogue makeup beauty routines by celebrities, and I think they're just so fun to watch. And they're so peaceful, and I really wanted to give that peaceful vibe, so I changed up my setting and we're gonna do my makeup routine. It's been highly requested. I think actually only 2 people have asked, my sisters, but I'm gonna film it and I thought it'd be so fun to show you what I do. So let's get started. First thing I do when I do my makeup is I pin back my hair because I have bangs, they're always in my face, so we just need to pin them back. And secondly is I do my skincare. I always start off with a fresh clean face and then I put moisturizer on, and I have very dry skin, so I have to put a lot. Right now I'm using the Kiehl's facial cream. I really like it because it's very lightweight, but it's hydrating and it's not thick. After moisturizer, I put sunscreen. I put sunscreen on every single day. It's very important to me, and right now I'm using the Kiehl's sunscreen. And I actually really like this because I find when I put sunscreen under my makeup it always peels, and this one doesn't peel at all, and it feels like a moisturizer, and it's so lightweight and it has high SPF. They sent it to me, but I don't think they expect me to say anything about it, but I actually really like it. And I always put it on my neck. I feel like a lot of people forget about their neck when doing their makeup, and it's very important. Key thing I do about my makeup too is I let the skincare kind of sit before I apply more stuff, because then it's just gonna peel and it's just gonna look really heavy. So I like to let it sit for a couple minutes and then I go into my makeup. Also, you cannot forget your chapstick. I'm using my Summer Fridays birthday one, but a lot of the time I also use Aquaphor. But yes, always hydrate your lips and hydrate your whole face before you do your makeup. It will make such a big difference, and then your makeup will just look like skin. Okay, so the first product I use for my actual makeup routine is the Saie Super Glow Gel in Starglow, and I do 1 pump, and I kind of just start off on my cheeks and I move up. Any excess I just kind of rub into the rest of my face. But I mostly focus it on my cheeks. I kind of let that sit for a minute and then I start with my foundation. Okay, so for foundation, or to cover my face basically, I use the Merit Concealer Stick Foundation, and it looks like this. Love it so much. It's so nice and easy and convenient, like you can just take it with you wherever. But I will say I have dry skin, so it's harder for me to blend, and you cannot use this or blend it in with a sponge. You have to use a brush. I used to be a sponge girly and a beauty blender girly all the time, and I've switched because this has made me. And I basically cover up any acne scars I have, or any like pink and red and blemishes. Let it sit on my face because it just dries so fast, so I immediately just start going in and blending. I think a lot of people say this is very full coverage, and I don't think it's really that full coverage. Like, it definitely does cover a little bit, but I think you'd have to put on multiple layers to cover something seamlessly. And then I kind of go over it where I really want coverage again, because like I said, it's not that full coverage. And then I let that sit. Okay, and then I skip concealer because my concealer always creates creases under my eyes, and I find that I don't really like the bright under eye anymore because it just doesn't look as natural, so I just skip that. And then I go straight to blush, and I'm using the Benetint blush, and everyone always talks about this, and it is a great product, but if you have a full coverage foundation under, or like a full beat, it will wipe away all your product under. So this is really only good if for natural days or like no makeup days. And I kind of just go on my cheeks like this, and I immediately start blending. And then I'll probably blend out my previous foundation. I kind of use the Benetint as literally a tint, because your blush, everything will rub off, but this kind of just gives you an underlayer, so you always have a little bit of color on you. And I do it on my nose. I do it like right here and under. I just think it looks so cute, and then I kind of bring it up with leftover product on the bridges of my nose. And then I use another blush, and I use the Saie liquid blush in Chili, and it's just the prettiest shade ever. And I love these Saie blushes because they're so natural and they look like skin. They give you like such a sheer glow that just looks within. It's nothing sparkly, it's just so natural and beautiful. Just use a brush and I just blend it out, and I start off like right where I put it, and then I kind of go up, and then I work my way down to my cheeks. I love putting it up to my temples, and I feel like you just have to smile when you put on blush. And then I just blend the bridge of my nose. And then lately I've added another blush to my combo, and it's the Saie blush in Baby, and it's just like this cool tone pink. And I just use a little bit, and I just put it closer to my cheeks. And I just love it. I love blush. It's my favorite step ever. And I just blend it again. It just doesn't look blended nicely. I just grabbed my foundation brush again. To do is I like to bake. I know that's out of style, but I still do it. I use a Mercier translucent powder. I really love the Huda Beauty powder, but I don't have that right now, but this one works. And I just grab some excess and I tap it off right there, and then I bake the side of my nose, and then I kind of go on my under eyes because they're kind of glowy from the primer, and then I go everywhere that's oily in my T-zone, and I kind of blot. Also, like, do my jaw a little bit. Don't let the baking powder sit too long. Wipe it off right now. And I'll kind of just use the powder and go around. And then I'll use another face powder. I'll use a pressed powder instead, and it's a Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder in the shade 1. It's like the lightest, a pretty light shade, but I feel like it matches me, and the other one's oxidized, so I use this one. And I just go over my T-zone again. I'll go back in with my blush because sometimes the powder just wipes it off. New obsession has been fake freckles or faux freckles. So I use these freckle pens from Amazon, and it's a David, but they just come in a pack of like 4, I believe, and I use the shade 2 and the shade 4. So one's like lighter and one's darker, and I kind of go into the light one, and I do it around my nose. And you kind of have to like do a couple and then immediately blend it out because it stains pretty fast. Most of my freckles with this one, and then I grab the darker one, I do a couple. And then if they're too extreme, I'll just kind of try blending them in. I just put powder over them, and then that kind of calms them down. I just do it on my nose, and I know they look so fake, but I just love it so much. So I use the Shiseido eyelash curler. It's so good, and it like holds the curl. I feel like a lot of eyelash curlers I've had, they always drop the curl after a little bit, especially after I put mascara, but this one holds it, and it's just so pretty. And I have Asian straight lashes, so I love this one. And I just hold it, curl a couple times, and then I go with my favorite mascara combo. So I use the Maybelline Sky High, and it's so good. You don't need waterproof just to hold the curl. It holds the curl without waterproof, but I just have waterproof. I do my lashes with this mascara majority of the time. It's gonna be a minute. Done with the first layer of mascara, and then I go in with my Telescopic mascara, and I just go in with the ends on this because it really lengthens them. If you have any questions about me, just comment them and I'll answer them in a Q&A. I think that'd be so fun so you can get to know me, because I realized you don't really know me, even though I feel like I tell you everything, but there's a lot you don't know. I just have mascara on my eyelids, so I just grab a Q-tip with makeup remover and I just clean them up. What I also like to do is grab some tweezers and like pinch some of my lashes together. After mascara and wiping it all off, I do my highlighter on my nose, and I go in with this Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow highlighter. It's like their lip glosses but a highlighter stick, and I love it because it's perfect for your nose. So I just do it on the button and then on the bridge, and I just blend it out with my finger. And it's time to do lips, and I feel like that's my favorite thing ever besides blush. So I just wipe off all my chapstick because you just cannot start off with chapstick because it's just gonna rub off. Benetint, and I use this as a lip liner. I just go over where I would line my lips, and then I just let it dry. Kind of drying, I go in with it again to just darken it up. A line right on the bottom of my lip. I just feel like it makes it so much, and it gives that pouty look that I love. Blot it with my finger. I can't find the other lip liner I use, but I go back and forth between two. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium shade 2, or I use this MAC lip liner or lip pencil in the shade Whirl, but we don't have the other one, so I'm just gonna use this one. And I'm just gonna line my lips. I just go in with my Summer Fridays little brown sugar chapstick. And then that's the lip combo. And that's all I do for my everyday makeup routine. If I do my full glam, I'll just put brow gel and I'll put lashes instead of the whole mascara combo, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for getting ready with me. See you next week. Bye.